All right, hi, this is Little Miss Sunshine, and today we are starting a new project called Vintage Photo Colorization. Yes, that's what we're going to call it. Okay, so here we go. What you're going to do is first go, of course, obviously 8.5 by 11, get your document going on. You have your toolbar, your layers. You're going to go onto Google and just type in vintage photograph, vintage portrait, something along those lines. You do need to just find a picture of one person, one that you can zoom in on, and then bring it on in. The main purpose, the main objective of this project is to get familiar with the brush tool, okay, the different brushes that are available, okay, and then of course all the different sizes, and then as well as the opacity and the flow, and then just kind of following the contour of a basic object, okay? So like on the shirt, if I'm going to color it white, I'm not going to color it straight across like you did in 3rd grade when you're doing color crayon. I'm going to actually follow the shape of the shoulder down, okay, and around. Right. If you want, you can design on a separate, you can color on a separate layer. That's absolutely fine. I've actually started doing the hair here. So I'm going to start working on the shirt, the flowers, and possibly the face, depending on how much time I have. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my lasso tool and I'm going to just lasso around this section so that I am just coloring that part white. Okay, and then of course I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to stick with just my basic brushes. So get a nice, maybe a little bit bigger. Keep the hardness soft. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to use bright white. And I'm just going to come in here. Now, I have my opacity at 69. It's not showing any of the texture shining through. So possibly step back. I might lower it a little bit just so some of that nice texture can shine through. All right, here we go. Okay, and again, follow, if you can, follow the contour of the shape. Okay, so that looks really, 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 really nice. Okay, and then we're going to come in here, and I'm going to do the same thing here with the flowers, kind of just trace them. I will smudge and blend those in a bit. So kind of go around here, and I'm going to go with like some purple flowers. So get a nice light purple, and just, again, filling it in and coloring in the object, adding some color to it. I might even come in and put in a light pink. Let's put in some pink, maybe up the opacity a little. So again, you're just working on there. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to get in this part of her skin here. Okay, and so we're just going to come through here, cruise up. Now with the skin tone, that's a little tricky. It's a little on the peachier side, so maybe kind of a lightish like that, not too yellow. And again, it's best to keep a lower opacity. You can always add more. So I'm just going to come in here, do the skin here. Now that part of her face is a little darker, so I might come in here and darken that up a tad. Okay. Okay, so that's nice. Maybe I'll leave in just a little bit more. Maybe lower the opacity some more. Okay, so you're just coming in and working with adding color and shade. Let me do deselect. Now here you have these spaces. Again, grab your smudge tool, okay, and kind of, you want the strength sort of maybe like 75, and you can just really easy blend that. That's real simple and easy to do. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just learning how to use the brush and the contour. Okay? It's real simple like that. Okay? All right. So I'm going to continue to move up into her face. Okay? I'm actually, let's try her lips here. Okay, so let's zoom in. I'm going to start working on the lips. I'm going to lasso just this part here where her teeth are, and it's white. Okay, grab my brush and just, oh no, we don't want black, we want white teeth. There. They don't have to be super white because they'll look a little strange, but that's pretty darn good. And then the lips, and you're going to just kind of, again, guesstimate the color of the lips. I mean, you're going to just have to guess. Lips are usually, reddish, like a purplish. Maybe she has a burgundy. Let's see. There. Kind of fill that in. And because I've lassoed around, I don't have to be so concerned about perfectly matching everything. And I might just kind of go over that a little bit. Okay. And then in the areas where it's a little darker, where we weren't able to get, we could technically lower it here and get a darker red. So again, we're working with our shades and our tints and just kind of, darken that up, darken that section up, because you know that was darker on her lips. Okay, so let's just keep moving and cruising along. I'm going to kind of try to tackle here this part of her face. And so you're just kind of what I call chunking out sections and then smoothing and blending them out. As you're working, we'll just kind of come here. So I'm going to actually match this color here. So I'm going to get my picker and I'm going to get to pick that color. Now I am going to lighten it up a hair. So come in here. So I'm picking a lighter tint of that color. Tints and shades, our value scale, which we'll be studying. And then I'm just going to come in here and lighten up her face. Now, there's obviously sections of the face that are darker. So that's real simple. Just click on the color palette, get a little bit darker, and kind of just dabble it here. Maybe, the opacity is a little too low. There, dabble that and darken it. That's a little darker there. Okay, and again, Control D. So, and then I'm going to just smudge it up so that line isn't so thick. So it blends more. Okay? And then again, same within her hair. Just smudge it up. So it's just more natural. So it flows a little better. Okay? All right. Oh yeah, that's attached. Okay, so let me just zoom out. So you can kind of see we're starting to paint and fill it in. Now the background, just pick a nice kind of a neutral color and then just continue to work and fill in your project. All right. Have fun. Again, this is just a colorization of a vintage photograph to learn the basics, brushes, opacities, and just following contour lines with your tints and your shades. Okay, have a blast. Can't wait to see them.